So hello and welcome back to the Manchester United FIFA 20 Career Mode series on the channel. We're up to episode number 4. We're 4 seasons in and today we've got yet another jam-packed blockbuster episode. This is how our schedule is currently looking. We're starting off today's episode on a bit of a warm-up game. It is Newcastle away at St. James's Park, and then it is a Carabao Cup final up against Manchester City. So it's another Manchester derby, another fight for silverware, and it's our chance to take them on at Wembley. And we also have some FA Cup action, our second leg against Atletico, a few simmable and winnable ones at the end of March, and then depending on how we do in the Champions League, obviously depending who our opponents are, those matches will be in the next few months as well. But the only probably playable match in April for now is going to be this Spurs one at home. Otherwise, we've got a pretty easy run to the Premier League title. Well, let's hope so, because we are definitely in the title race. But one slip up could cause us to lose track and just completely have our title race be thrown in the bin. Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Spurs are right on our tails. It is literally a 5-horse race to the Premier League title. It's going to come down to the last day, I assume. A quick shout out to today's video sponsor. It is OneFootball. If you're looking for the latest transfer rumors, news, videos, and everything the footballing world has to offer, make sure to check it out. The app is completely free and it's available both on iOS and Android. You can track your favorite Wonder Kids, competitions, teams, stats, and much more. The download link is in the description. It's a must-have app for every football fanatic. And well, what a whirlwind of a January it's been for Manchester United, not only in this career mode series, but in real life as well. We signed Bruno Fernandes, Odi and Ighalo. I mean, we signed Bruno Fernandes in this career mode. I just don't think we're going to sign Odi and Ighalo in this career mode. So don't ask, we're just leaving him. He's probably retired at this point in the save as well. As you guys know, we've got this little side project going on with the Youth Academy. We've gotten our best regens, our best Youth Academy scouted players, and we've put them into one team. Of course, we haven't got enough to fill an entire starting 11. We might give them a game or two up against Atletico Madrid in the second leg, and maybe even against Newcastle in today's first game. A few of you guys down below have been requesting to show the tactics that we have our team set up. So here we go. We've got pressure on heavy touch. I don't really fiddle around with this all too much. I probably should. Pressure on heavy touch, defensive style, and offensive style. I usually go fast build up, not long ball. And then, yeah, I usually just leave that all alone. I'm not really too fussy with it. Or, like I said, let me know down below if we got some specific tactics you want us to implement. So something else that was highly requested by you guys down in the comments below was our sliders. Now that this new ultimate difficulty is literally impossible, EA have just absolutely managed to screw it up entirely. I've had to experiment and just test out different little sliders over the course of these few weeks since the update has been in place, and these are our current sliders. I'm just putting them out there so that you guys know that obviously we're not playing on ultimate difficulty without sliders, because otherwise we'd be getting smashed 10-0 every game. You guys can pause, have a look, but let me know down below what sliders are you guys using and what sliders should we adjust. Those are the current settings, so if you're wondering, that's what we're using. Well then, enough of that. I do want to focus a lot on the Youth Academy Regions side project we got going on here with the 4-4-2 flat formation. They're going to go out against Newcastle away from home. Well, surely they can get 3 points out of this. It's going to be a tough ask. Let's see if they can do it up north in England, and they get the 2-1 victory. It is Martin and Clark, the 2 Youth Academy Regens that are on the score sheet. I do believe they are both English as well. The likes of Pogba, Rashford, and Tielemans came off the bench for a bit of the backup brigade, but like I said, it's the 2 Regens that got the job done at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm ecstatic about that. I'm definitely going to give them a run out against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League in that second leg, and the player training continues with Radu so close to getting that 84 rating. Well, this is definitely a match when we're not going to leave up to chance. We're not going to leave it to the Youth Academy team or the simulations. We're going to go into this one at Wembley. Ultimate difficulty for the Carabao Cup. Or the Carabao Cup. I honestly don't really know what to call it anymore. There's so many name changes with this competition. Nevertheless, the League Cup is what we're fighting for. And of course, we want those ribbons to be red and white today. Pep Guardiola, he might have a few tricks up his sleeve. Nevertheless, that was our road to the final. That was the current tournament tree. If you do go on to enjoy the episode, make sure to smack a like down below. Hit subscribe. Turn on those notifications. We're getting close to 50,000 subs. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Also, comment down below any suggestions you have for the series. This is how Manchester City is lining up today. Of course, we're very familiar with their squad. And this is Sir BCHD's chosen starting 11 right now. We've got the likes of the new boy in real life, Bruno Fernandes, as well in this career mode. There are the lads ready to take on City at Wembley. Let's get down to business. All right, let's see. Can the Serbian get his head on this one? Milinkovic-Savic, our number 8. Oh, it's off the frame of the goal, and that's the closest both sides have come so far. We will have Sane to whip that one in. Bruno Fernandes tries to get there. Again, it's going to be a tough midfield battle. Bruno Fernandes, will he try one from outside the box? Doesn't test Ederson. Unable to peter out our attack. Sancho over the top. Rashford could latch onto it. Ederson came off his line. Ederson, oh, he came off the line. I thought I could do a little cheeky chip, but it's not going to work out. Oh dear, our right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka out of position, and this could smell danger. We could be in very big trouble right now. The back post. Hernandez tries to get it away. Sancho back on D. What is he doing, man? We're trying to clear it with X, and it's Sancho going in for the slide tackle. That is a major defensive error right there. And in the cup final, Jadon Sancho booked. We're trying to get it clear. We're trying to... Oh, my... You know what we're trying to do. Sir BCHD, frustrated as usual. And now it is De Gea versus Leroy Sane. Which way will he go? I knew it was going right, man. But even if we went that way, I think he would have saved it. And it's the German to get Man City on the score sheet. Breaking the deadlock in the second half. It's just an unsavable pen. Fair play. Look at this from Jacques Cancelo just roaming through. And he finds Aguero. De Gea comes out and De Ligt off the line. I was ready to concede the second, but it's still on. He still gains back possession and he switches the play. Greenwood just doesn't have the pace. He's got the awareness to take it off Sandro. And now with the left foot, he tries it. All right, our subs coming on. Pogba, Joao Felix, and Havertz are trying to get an equalizer in the last 20 minutes of the match. Rugani taking it. All right, Rugani has a go. Rugani. Milinkovic-Savic did all the work for De Gea. And Man City still pressuring for the second. How is that a foul? Is Sancho going to get sent off? He's got his second yellow, as if that is a fallible offense. And we're down to 10 men in the last 2 minutes. We need a goal, and that is definitely not going to help us right now. But Rugani will go again. How is Rugani, of all players, got that in? 2-0 to City. And the Italian defenders pulled that one out of the top drawer. I didn't even know he had it in the locker. And he's only gone and scored the winning goal in the final. City dominant today. We didn't have a sniff. Milinkovic-Savic cleared the free kick off the line earlier, and that was just too good. Rugani with a special goal. Bernardo Silva, they're going for more, and they're going to get more with Rodri. It's just rubbing salt in the wounds at this point. It is Rodri running all the way up to Pep, celebrating like an absolute tosser, and it's 3-0 to City. We've lost the Carabao Cup fair and square. But I think that's the other side of the City sending some warning shots to us, saying that, hey, we're still there for the Premier League. I mean, it's not a massive loss. The Carabao Cup, we've won it so many times before in this career mode. We just didn't turn up whatsoever. Not too much of a major loss, and we'll take the L for now. You got to have the lows to experience the highs and really appreciate them. This one's got to be a bitter pill to swallow. The celebrations will commence for the citizens, but mark my words, we will get our revenge. Well, after that final loss, we're back on the training ground. Radu's so close to that 85, and Greenwood is steadily approaching that 90 overall. Well, that loss definitely shattered us. It's shocked us to the core, and this is the side going out to face Bournemouth away in round 5 of the FA Cup, up against Bournemouth away from home. We're taking a trip down south, and can we redeem ourselves here? It's a 2-1 victory. Joao Felix and Rodrigo getting the goals, but Skriniar came off with a knock. And the new boy, Bruno Fernandes, he's playing with the kit number 18 in real life, taking Ashley Young's number that left to Inter Milan. And just for the aesthetics side of things, he's now the new number 18. And still with that embarrassing cup final loss fresh in the back of our minds, we turn our attention towards the Premier League, and we have a game in hand. This is our catch-up match against 5th place Arsenal. The Gunners take a trip to Old Trafford. Always a bit of a tricky side for us, so today will be important. It will be crucial. It's a sunny day at Old Trafford, a beautiful time for Premier League football, and this is how our starting 11 is looking. Obviously, De Gea returning as a captain in net. Koulibaly, De Ligt return as a centre-back partnerships. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic and Fabian start in midfield, and it will be Kai Havertz returning to their number 10 position. Right, here we go then. In desperate need for 3 points to keep momentum at the top of the table, Rashford will kick us off. Here we go. Wan-Bissaka roaming forward. Greenwood just unmarked down the right-hand side. And could we get our first goal of the episode? Greenwood cuts inside with the left foot, and it's Havertz to get the header. And De Ligt with a strong challenge. The Dutchman not taking any chances today. Havertz back inside to Rashford, and he gets caught out by Kimpembe, but Sancho will recuperate possession, and Greenwood loves a goal against Arsenal, and he'll get one. A beautiful curled finesse shot into the bottom left-hand corner, and we have liftoffs today. That's the perfect way to start against Arsenal. And just when we needed a goal, Greenwood comes up with it again. He playing ever so well in the Champions League. We've gifted him with more starts, fresh off the training ground, and he's 90 overall now, so I guess he's just taken to that next level. He's a world-class Donny, and the number 26 finds the back of the net with ease. Leno just left helpless, and the Red Devils go 1-0 up. Now, the injured Jadon Sancho, he's picked up a knock, but he could still provide an assist. Kimpembe sweeping it up at the back, and now it will be Fabian on the volley. Havertz will intercept that, and the German very alert of the danger. Now it's over to Rashford in the middle. Kimpembe, that was so close to being an own goal. To track it down, win the ball back, wins back possession. Savic with his body on line. Havertz to send through Rashford. There is an unmarked Fabian in the middle. He doesn't get to him. Jadon Sancho smashes that one home at the back post. And our number 11, who did have a little bit of an injury, he's recovered. He's a warrior. He's moved on, and he's rewarded with a goal. Beautiful build-up, beautiful attack and play. I was expecting Fabian to stick a leg out, but no, thankfully, Sancho was waiting, and it's 2-0 to United. Finds it out to Wan-Bissaka, who's been ever present down this right-hand side. He might send another dangerous ball in. Jadon Sancho will have a pop again, and it's back to the number 11. He'll burn his man over into the middle at the back post. Rashford, and that was, again, such a close shot. And let's try and get something here. We need to finish this game off. We need to close it up. And it's back over to Milinkovic-Savic. Will he unleash a strike? And it's burnt Leno to sting the gloves. And that will be the final kick of the game. A game decided in the first half, really. 2-0 at the break, and that's how it will finish. We're back on winning ways, and we get one over Unai Emery there. And United continue their title run. And of course, after we resigned from the England job, winning the World Cup, every single national team were looking at Sir BCHD, trying to get him in. I understand that. I am flustered right now. There are some top quality job offers available. We got the Netherlands offering us a job, as well as Brazil. So let me know down in the comments. I'm more leaning towards the Netherlands. We've got a juicy little contract lined up, so I'm thinking of probably going towards the Dutch side. So the Youth Academy right here, business is booming. We have the 15-year-old worth 600k. We're going to have to wait in order to promote him. We also do have Ivan Miranda, another Spaniard in there. The Belgians are forming up through. Alright, Joaquin Hidalgo, another promising addition to our Youth Academy only squad. And it's exactly what you want. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's left-footed, high attack and work rates, low defensive. I mean, that is picture perfect for the 16-year-old. Some more training going down. We also saw Greenwood, who moved up in terms of overall naturally, and also Radu making it up there to an 84. Believe it or not, they will get a run out tonight, just like against Newcastle. We have our second match up against Atletico Madrid, and it's at home. It's at Old Trafford. We might as well give the young kids a run out, considering we did win the game 6-0 over in Spain. So here goes nothing. Nevertheless, it's only a 1-0 loss. I'll take that. Rose picked up a bit of an injury. It's all fine at the end of the day as we progress through the next round of the Champions League. 6-1 victors on aggregate. Considering we're not all too invested in the domestic cup competitions this season, why not? We'll give him another run out. Rose picked up an injury, so Pogba will be filling that void. And we're going to face Leicester away from home in the FA Cup round 6, as we'll take a look and see if we make it through. And it's Martin Leon Bailey, the hero off the bench. He's showing promising signs so far. 2 goals in 3 games, I do believe. He's on a good goal scoring record. In youth we trust, and we continue on the traditions here at United. As we finish off March with our 2 catch-up games in the Premier League, Crystal Palace away, Bournemouth at home. We're going to simulate through to the home match against Spurs, and as you can see there, our next matches in the Champions League quarterfinals, it's a Spurs special basically. We're facing them 3 times in a matter of 3 weeks, so I guess that is going to go off. We're facing the North London club once more, and we'll see how we did in those games. We're going to check the Crystal Palace one 3-0 away from home, and then a 3-1 victory against Bournemouth to get 6 points out of 6, as our Premier League competition is as harsh as ever. The title race is only heating up, and we're back at Old Trafford again. We faced Arsenal earlier, and now it's the other side of North London. Spurs coming up to visit. Here is our Spurs lineup though. Anthony Lopez in goal, no Lloris. We have Lorente Sanchez at the back, Lo Celso, Dier, Otavio Dele Alli, Jack Clark, and we have Harry Kane leading the line as the captain. Alright boys, it's do or die. Rashford gets the ball rolling. We have to keep that in mind as we try and cut inside. Nevertheless, we won't probably be getting any upgrades for him as Dele Alli tries to go through. It is Clark, and David De Gea tested once, and he responds with a brilliant save. Greenwood back into Milinkovic-Savic. We need to work it quickly and smart. We need to turn the engine on, and Jadon Sancho one-on-one gets it past Anthony Lopez in goal, and it's a much needed, much anticipated goal to get us 1-0 up. And finally we break the deadlock now, 53 minutes in, and we're starting off the second half ever so perfectly. In front of the Stretford end, in front of the Old Trafford faithful, we're back in action. Back through to Angel Gomez, and Angel Gomez, he might have a pop, and it's straight at Lopez. Doesn't get too many appearances, but the Brazilian has a go. And again, Lopez is keeping Spurs in this contest. Pace gets him through, and now the cross in from Martial. And there is Sancho, and why does he head at that? Wasn't causing any danger for David De Gea. Over to Martial. Gomez with a little ball roll. That's evaded everyone, and the Spurs players pushed up. Rodrigo, who'll try and get past his South American rival, Sanchez, who'll go in for the finesse shot, and there we go. It is 2-0, and that is game, set, and match. Rodrigo off the bench to be the impact and the super sub in stoppage time with our second. I mean, Spurs pushed all their players forward. They got into some good positions, but just weren't getting enough clear-cut chances. And Rodrigo had the confidence, had the faith to go all the way. He fooled Sanchez, the Colombian, and it's an exquisite finish. The finesse shot to kill off Spurs. And the referee blows his whistle. It wasn't a straightforward victory whatsoever in that first half. We were on the back foot. We were desperate. Nevertheless, it is a vital and vintage 3 points gained here at Old Trafford. And finally, we got some good news to report on. Kylian Mbappe and Dybala are both back from their long-term injuries, and they're going to be making their way straight into the starting 11. Finally, we've got our key summer signings back into the team. Let me get this straight. I'm not playing Spurs 3 times in a row. We'll play the return leg at Old Trafford, and we'll try and get a few cheeky away goals here. Mbappe, a few cheeky away goals. We got about 4 away goals to the good. And through that simulation, Mbappe fresh from his injury, coming back strong. Martial off the bench. Hernandez and Milinkovic-Savic. I am absolutely blown away. And we might have secured a spot in the semi-finals. And up against relegation threat Norwich at home, we're going to send out the Youth Academy team alongside a few first team players. Surely they can get the victory here tonight. Another step towards the title could be gained here. They've taken 3 straight L's in a row. Let's get that 4-1. Henriquez and Coencial, the 2 Brazilians. Pogba with a double as well. However, Jimenez picks up a bit of a knock. And that knock has turned out to be a 6-week injury for our big Uruguayan centre-back. Jimenez, you will be missed. So it's fair to say we've been busy grinding away, investing back into our youth academy with all that financial power we had in the transfer budget. We've gone ahead and pretty much picked out our targets right here. We've got Guile Richards from Swansea City that will be joining us in the next transfer window. So season 5, there will be key upgrades to our current youth academy Regen starting 11. The little side project we got going on. We have Joao Vitor da Silva Changaz from Stade Rennais. Some of these names are just absolutely hilarious. And then we have Samuele Romagnoli. I believe it might be a Bonucci Regen. I'm not too sure. Nevertheless, he is a 76 overall, 21 years of age. We do have a Gianluigi Buffon Regen, and it makes sense considering he's at Parma. Nevertheless, 21 years of age, the goalkeeper. We haven't scouted him yet, but he seems to be promising, and that is a position that we need to upgrade in our Youth Academy Regen squad. And then the Youth Academy will gain a pretty decent player right here. It is Rodrigo Toloi from Norwich City, and still 21 years of age. The Brazilian is an absolute powerhouse in midfield, and those are some key upgrades in our Regen Youth Academy squad. And just a reminder, we have our pre-contracts joining as well, so there will be a rapid summer influx of transfers once we start off season 5, and I cannot wait. I do want to call back a few of the loanee players that we sent out on loan, and that's including Zlatan V2, the Zlatan Regen. He is at loan on Monaco. I feel like he could really relish in that starting position in the Regen team, so we're going to recall him for 36k alongside Isaac Jackson, because basically we don't have a right winger for the squad. So here we go. We're recalling him from loan. And Lewis, you know what? We're going to recall him as well. We're going to take him away from Parma. And there we've got 3 brand new stars for the Youth Academy 11. And we also did call up Denis Moraes, probably the next Brazilian Neymar. I'm assuming he's an exciting prospect. And yes, I'm going to get to changing. I'm going to get to editing all these players, getting them out of the black and white boots, getting their shirts untucked. It's going to be a grind. And considering our first leg trouncing of Spurs, we're going to go in with the Youth Academy. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a challenge. We're going to play with a few of the lads such as Jackson and Zlatan returning, and Lewis as well. So let's get into this one. So a lot of these players are going to be experiencing their first taste of Champions League football. What an exciting moment, and what a way to show off our Youth Academy talent to the world at the Stretford end. The fans are supporting them, and tonight is going to be a night about the Youth Academy. I cannot wait to start playing with a few of these lads. The return is Zlatan V2 as well. Let's get this one underway. It will be Cohen Siao to kick us off. So I've customized as many as possible. I only think one is uncustomized with the black and white boots. However, we have Isaac Jackson getting down that right-hand side. Promising start. Rose through to Zlatan V2. Zlatan V2 on his return. And that could have been a dream return to Old Trafford, but it wasn't meant to be. Tracked down by Lewis. He's just controlling the midfield tonight. He's our little midfield general in there. And over to Cohen Siao, the Brazilian hitman. He'll take it back. The number 22. He might go for it. You know, he does go for it. And Cohen Siao, he's been scoring in the simulations. And he's proved his worth here tonight. His quality. Our number 22. He is an absolute gem. And the Brazilian star kicks off his Old Trafford debut off with a bang. And he just took it by himself. I mean, we've been all over Spurs so far. And our Youth Academy squad is getting the better of this shocking Spurs team. The Youth Academy project is going from strength to strength. And struggling Spurs side here tonight. It is Rose, the ginger afro, powering through, moving forward with attacking intent. And Zlatan V2 now. The Swede could make it 2. And again with another chance. It's a big save. Beautiful football at the moment. Cohen Siao, he wants a double. He gets advantage of Sanchez. And it's just wide of the post. But extremely promising and exciting signs showed so far. Handball? No. Play goes on. Dele Alli, big save from Radu. Rose cuts it back. What's he going to do? He'll find Zlatan V2. Zlatan V2 has a shot and he's offside. Oh, it's a foul. No, it's a penalty. I thought he was offside. And I think we'll give this one to Zlatan V2. He's earned it. He's had a few chances and he deserves a goal tonight. But, okay, a bit of a soft one. He took out his leading leg upon his return. Let's get it. Let's get it, boys. Zlatan V2. Oh, damn. I kept moving it around. It's so hard on ultimate difficulty with the penalties. I don't know. I just can't score. All right, it's a last-minute penalty for Spurs. I mean, it's not going to matter all too much. Can Radu get the save? And apparently not. Harry Kane will get one back for Tottenham. It is 5-1 at aggregate. It was a last-minute penalty. He's celebrating off into the night like he's won the Champions League final. And there it is, full time. Not much making a difference there, but some valuable minutes getting earned by the Youth Academy team, and they're going to appreciate that. So I'm glad they got to run out tonight. They got to show what they're made of, but I'm more than happy, and I'm sure they're more than capable of getting a few more minutes under their belt this season. So the Champions League was all fine and dandy. Now we return to Premier League action away at Watford. We cannot afford to drop points. It is more turning out to be a 3-horse race. Spurs have just fallen off the mark, and now we're going to simulate this one away at Watford. It is the first team out for this. And surely they can get the 3 points out of now. And there we go. It is Mbappe back with a bang with 2 goals. Havertz and Milinkovic-Savic on the score sheet for a comfortable 4-0, 3 points. I don't know what it is with this career mode or what is going on with this Champions League draw, but I feel like we always play like the exact same teams. We always play English teams in these Champions League games. We've got Liverpool in the semi-finals, and I just want to play a bit of a different side, like a German team, a French team, a Spanish team, but no. We're just always up against English opposition, and it just ticks me off sometimes. I feel like I'm being robbed. So we're resting a few key players. We've got the second team out for another away trip against Everton. So here we go again. Chelsea and Man City breathing down our necks. We need a very well-earned 3 points here at Goodison Park, and it will be a 2-0 victory. The 2 Frenchmen, Pogba and Martial off the bench, getting now 2 goals. So we meet again. We are playing the Gunners at Wembley for an FA Cup semi-final. The fireworks are out today. It is another chance for a cup final, considering we got knocked out of the EFL Cup. It's just getting a bit repetitive coming up against the same clubs, but hey, if we get the victory, that's all that matters. Nevertheless, you know it's the return of our starting 11. The first team is out today. We are not playing any games. We are treating this competition very seriously. And this is how the Gunners line up with Milik, Ozil, Asensio, Pepe, Tolisso, Herrera, and of course holding Matip Leno, the starting goalkeeper. Let's get into it. Rashford has the better of him, and now Fabian over through to Milinkovic-Savic, and what a heroic block there. Savic gets the ball back, and Savic again. Can he return it? No, Leno with the triple save and a quadruple save from Bernd Leno. Delete recuperates back to Kai Havertz, who touched it on now off the crossbar. We're having a frantic opening so far. Back into Milinkovic-Savic. Fabian might pull the trigger, you know, and Fabian, another clinical save. And we are applying the pressure on Arsenal, but that means we are letting so much room for them to counter-attack right now. It is Hector Herrera after so much dominance in the first few periods. It is Koulibaly trying to shut down the Mexican midfielder from getting any further up the pitch. And now that cross in Milik! Are you kidding me, man? All those chances, all that pressure, and Arsenal just get one chance and then it's a goal. That's ultimate difficulty for you. If we don't put them away, we're going to get absolutely taken advantage of. And Milik with a scissor bicycle. I don't even know what that was from the volley. Matthias de Ligt's got to be doing better, but that is audacious from the Polish gunslinger. And we go 1-0 down. A shock lead for Arsenal. Havertz will get the ball back though. Over to Dybala. Dybala slots to Mbappe. Now surely is the equaliser. And it's as easy as that. We could flip the switch. And the tables have turned. We get the equaliser as Fabian Ruiz set up Dybala. And our 2 summer pre-contract signings connect. Really dangerous. And look at this from Pepe. It will be De Gea to come out off his line. Now over to Pepe again. Pepe, no. Lacazette off the bench. Pepe, De Gea, you absolute hero. Over to Milinkovic-Savic. Now the run from Mbappe. It'll find Rashford though. Rashford eases past. And now the cross into the middle. That is set up for Fabian Ruiz. And that is beautifully worked. And the Spaniard gets a goal. It was well deserved. He's been involved a lot. And that was the goal to put us into the lead right in front of the Arsenal fans. And it tastes so sweet right now. A play put together and Rashford put it on a silver platter. A golden platter, in fact. And it was a hard-earned, hard-fought goal to put us into the lead. As the Red Devils go 2-1 up. Back to Angel Gomez. Angel Gomez has so much space to maneuver here. Angel Gomez might make his way through. You know, Angel Gomez nearly had a Maradona-esque goal on his hands. And that will be full time. That was the last chance of the match and we edged past Arsenal. It was harder than we expected, but Sir BCHD relishes in glory and we find ourselves in another FA Cup final. And as Sir BCHD always preaches, in youth we trust. We're going to start up a brand new training session for our academy graduates. And yeah, there we go. And those will be the players in camp. Cohen Ciao, Jackson, and Lewis all on the training field. And just take a guess who we have in the FA Cup final. Just a wild guess. Yeah, it's the team of the episode, Spurs. Well, as our first team are extremely fatigued after that victory in the FA Cup semi-final, we're facing Liverpool away from home at Anfield in the second leg of the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals. Another classic European night at Anfield, and we're going home in the second leg, so we have something to fall back on. But for now, let's go out and try win this one. All right, then Felix is back with his game face. Let's get it involved. Here we go. It is Liverpool to kick us off. Oh, big mistake from Ruben Diaz. Greenwood is waiting for cavalry to arrive. Greenwood with a few shimmies. And now Martial, who'll cut inside. Stone Cold Martial through to Greenwood. And it's big boy Mason Greenwood, the future star, to take advantage and punish Liverpool for their mistake. Of course, Martial sent Ruben Diaz back to Portugal with that little Ronaldo chop. It was cheeky. And Sir BCHD loving what he's seeing tonight. And it's our Champions League specialist, Greenwood, to get our away goal. And now Tielemans over the top. It is João Felix. Now the number 79, he's got Virgil van Dijk to get past. He'll do a few little shimmies, a few little Ronaldo chops at the back post. It's Greenwood again. Oh, he's offside. That was the best of the lot. Mason Greenwood cuts back inside. Martial making the run. He's nutmegged Virgil van Dijk. What a sight to behold. Martial. Harry Wilson. Felix back on defense, but it's going to be a wicked ball into the middle. And it's Sadio Mane to leap above Diogo Dalot for Liverpool's goal to equalise things here. It is 1-1 and game on. Pretty much their first attempt on goal finds its way into the back of the net, and Liverpool restore the game to parity. Martial. Now Felix over the top to Paul Pogba. It is Alisson off goal, and that is a chip of the century. Paul Pogba, take a bow, son. And there is our number 6 getting our second away goal. The French connection once more. And João Felix sets it up ever so perfectly with a delicate little chip there. The captain tonight. And he lifts it above Alisson and he makes him out to be a fool. Bobbles into the back of the net and you've got to sit back and admire the class, the cheek from Paul Pogba, the audacity even. And that could be a crucial goal in the tie. 2-1, 2 away goals. Angel Gomez, can they finish up this game with a third? Will there be one final twist in the tail? Rodrigo goes past him. Alisson with a clinical... Oh my goodness, Alisson has had a horrendous end to the game there, and Bruno Fernandes comes on as the captain and gets a goal. Maybe he's vouching for a bit more game time there. Our new number 18 palms it away straight into the path of Bruno Fernandes. He loves a goal in the Champions League as well, and he blasts it into an empty net for for our third away goal, 3-1. Anyway, what is done is done. 10-man Manchester United win 3-1 against Liverpool. It was a pretty dominant display despite Liverpool getting the equaliser. Nevertheless, the super subs made the impact, and we're sitting pretty for the second leg. So that is how the Premier League table is looking now. We're both on 92 points against Chelsea. We can't afford to drop points, like I said. This is how the current squad is looking. Greenwood with a breakout season. Jadon Sancho was cautioned in the last game, but we still have a lot of the goals being spread out by a lot of the players, so it's good to see. It was a very youth academy and youth focused episode, which I enjoy, and I think we'll leave it at that, guys. If you did go on to enjoy the video, please make sure to slap it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications for more Manchester United and career mode content on the channel. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description. Also, comment down below. We're getting ever so close to the end of Season 4, which is exciting. As always, I've been BCHD. Hopefully you did enjoy. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all on the very next episode.